What's up, everybody? I'm Bo from Brutal Commentary, and today I'll be breaking down our main event for DAZN's Rolly versus Teofimo. This will be live this Saturday, August 22nd, and will be held in Las Vegas, Nevada, with a very, very good welterweight title fight. For the WBA welterweight title, we have the current champion, Rolando Rolly Romero, as he takes on the former two-division world champion, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. This is sort of a fight that's been somewhat brewing for years. Now, it's not like Rolly or Teofimo have had the most beef with each other. In fact, they're actually quite friendly with each other if you've seen their interviews. But the two have known each other well from their amateur days and have remained close to outside the ring to this very day. But when the bell rings, none of that matters. This is legacy versus legacy, as Rolly is looking to cement himself as one of boxing's premier welterweights after upsetting Ryan Garcia last year to capture the WBA title. While for Lopez, he's chasing a world title in a third weight class after moving up from 140 pounds and also looking to, right the ship after losing to Shakur Stevenson earlier this year. Stylistically, it's definitely one of the most intriguing fights in boxing this year, as you have power versus precision, pressure versus timing, and two natural performers. One who does very good talking outside the ring, while the other one performs performs well inside the ring. But overall, this is going to be a really fun fight, and I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. But with all that out of the way, let's get down to the breakdown.
Step inside the cage, unleash the rage. There's no room for mercy, only fight in the cage.
Now, starting with Rolly Romero. For Romero, he is somewhat one of the more awkward fighters in boxing. He's never been the cleanest technician, but what makes him dangerous is that he's incredibly unpredictable. His punches come from unusual angles, he throws with bad intentions, and he has legitimate knockout power. Like Rolly Romero, say what you want about the guy. He can be a bit annoying and all that, but he's got some power, from dropping Ryan Garcia to just some of his knockouts throughout his career have been kind of devastating. If he lands, he can change a fight instantly. Rolly also does a good job physically imposing himself. He's a naturally strong welterweight who likes to back opponents towards the fence and make them uncomfortable. His jab has improved over the years. And while his footwork still isn't elite, he's become much better at coming off the ring than he was early in his career. The biggest issue, though, with Rolly Romero is his defense. He leaves himself open after throwing combinations. His balance can disappear when he loads up on power shots. And technically, there are still plenty of openings for sharp counterpunchers to take advantage of. And against elite boxers, that's just always going to be a concern with Rolly Romero. Now, looking at Teofimo Lopez. When Lopez is locked in, he's one of the most gifted boxers in the ring. His athleticism is outstanding, his hand speed is elite, and his reflexes allow him to counter shots that many fighters simply can't. I mean, the performance he put on when he beat Vasily Lomachenko is a testament to how great he is when he's on point. And what makes Teofimo so special is how complete his offensive game is. He can box behind a jab, he can counter with explosive right hands, he attacks the body well, he has excellent footwork, and knows how to create angles before firing combinations. People often focus on his power, rightfully so, but I think his timing is actually his greatest weapon. He has an incredible ability to make opponents miss by inches before making them pay with clean counters. And defensively speaking, he can sometimes be guilty of fighting in spurts or getting a little too comfortable trying to outthink opponents instead of simply letting his hands go. But then there are other times, and mostly shown by the Shakur Stevenson fight, where a fighter can sort of get Teofimo out of his rhythm by simply avoiding the shots and just countering and firing off the back foot. But make no mistake, at his best, he's one of the most difficult fighters in the sport to solve. Now, breaking it down stylistically, this is where it gets interesting. Because Rolly is going to have opportunities if he can force exchanges and just make the fight ugly. His power is real, and Teofimo has shown at times that he can be caught when he's overly aggressive or trying to make something special happen. But over 12 rounds, I like Teofimo Lopez's skills much more. He's the better boxer, in my opinion, at least technique-wise. He has the faster hands, the better counterpunching, his footwork is superior. And I think his ability to create angles will make it difficult for Rolly to consistently land those big shots he loves. I also think Teofimo's experience against elite competition gives him a significant edge. He shared the ring with some of the best fighters in multiple weight classes. And I think that experience shows here. Yes, Rolly Romero has fought some really good opposition too. He fought Javante Tank Davis, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Ryan Garcia, just to name a few. And that's just in his last 5 fights. But I think Teofimo, he's fought similar level of opposition, and he's beaten some of that similar level of opposition. And while Rolly will absolutely be dangerous at all times because of his power, I just think Teofimo will gradually figure out the timing, start beating Rolly to the punch, and control the majority of the rounds with cleaner, more accurate work. So for my official prediction, I'm going to go with Teofimo Lopez, and I'm going to pick him via knockout. I've thought about going with a decision, but if I really think about it, I think Teofimo has the discipline and movement to be able to get out of the way of many of Rolly's more dangerous punches. And even though Rolly is always one shot away from changing everything, I just think Teofimo's system, from his defense to offense, his movement, and knowing when to and shot placement, will beat Rolly to the punch more often than not. And I think he'll eventually find the counter that wins him the fight. So once again, I'm picking Teofimo Lopez, and I'm picking him via knockout. But with that being said, that's been my breakdown of this matchup. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on who you think's gonna win. But until then, I've been Bo from Brutal Commentary. I thank you all for listening, and remember, stay calm, stay respectful, and enjoy the violence. I'll see y'all next time.